This is a Zeelander Z55. These are Dutch built. Interesting thing about this is, in fact, this is evolved now into the Zeelander 6. That's basically an evolution of this boat, so very similar, but you'll notice things like the mullions on the window here on the new one, they're gone. So there's detail differences like that, but other than that, what you're looking at here is very, very close to what you would get with a Zeelander 6. We'll come right to the back. The big news with these always is the looks. They are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. A very, very stylish boat indeed. This back section here will flip all the way over. We can't show you today because we're a bit too close to this one, but it will flip over to give you a flat deck, which is basically giving you like a beach club at the back. And this whole transom section, this stainless steel work and all that all goes over with it, so you can literally walk straight through onto it. That's a nice feature, but when it is retracted as it is at the minute, well then you just have this incredible looking machine. Let's head on board. I will give you guys the full tour. I'm going to step on here through this side door. Just going to slip my shoes off first. And we'll go and take a look. So the first thing to greet us is this cockpit area right at the back of the boat. Really nice social space, really connects you to the water. And this, you can see here, is the section that rolls over. So all of that is gone when that's rolled back. Of course, the seats stay here, and you've got the walkway through the centre. This is quite clever. You've got a nice big table, but if you want to get through nice and easily, you can, if you lift the correct side, tilt it over like this. And then we can come across here, of course, seating all the way around here as well. You've got the steps onto the side decks. We'll take a look at that shortly. And the other thing we have here is the bar. What this has is a curved glass window that will retract down to open this completely out. So you're sat at the bar there, the galley's on the other side. I'll show you that in just a moment. And that's how that works. Let's head on in. We've got the docking station here, which I meant to close so that I can show it to you. There we go. We've got this docking station, never mind. And then the doorway here takes us onto the inside. So this is the galley, and this is what I mean about with this window dropped, it connects these two areas completely. Alternatively, you can close this door over and you're into a proper internal area here. So it just depends on how you're using the boat and of course what the weather's doing as to how you want to set that up, but it's push of a button stuff. Obvious stuff, the sink, the hob, the cooker, that kind of thing. You can have a dishwasher. I don't think this boat's got it, but you can have it tucked away underneath there instead of the pans. Put those somewhere else. There we go. And then there's storage along in places like this as well. All very useful. And it's along here. This is a very Zeelander thing to have this beautiful curved wood all the way across like that. They are big into the curves. You can see it here as well. Absolutely fantastic. More storage, and of course the fridge is here too. There we go. That's the galley area. This one's called Dutch. I don't think I mentioned this, but these are Dutch. There's a link there. A load of storage along here, but also a load of refrigeration. These two here, these two up here, they are all drawer fridges, like so. And then we've got this internal dining area. Now what you can do with this is you can fold the table in half. You can also spin the Helm seats around. We've got one spun around now and one facing forward, so you can see both options. But yeah, these also are height adjustable. You can drop these down and you've got nice seating all the way around, and the table itself is also height adjustable. You can see it there, and there is a bit of storage then in the center like that. Napkins at the moment, and again, you might have spotted it already, but a massive opening roof section. This is what I mean about how easy this boat is to convert between fully open and fully closed. That's fantastic. Let's press on a bit further. We've got IPS on this boat, so joystick control is here. The Garmin screens, of course, throttle controls over on that side, and you can see the wheel there in the center. This particular boat's got a bow thruster on. You don't really need it with the IPS, especially with the engines the size of this one. Nonetheless, this one has it specified. Again, more of the beautiful woodwork. It's very much a Zeelander thing, both the wood and the curves to it, and the curves to all of this. Very, very nice indeed, and great with that roof open on the day like today. Look at that. fantastic. Let's head on down. I'll show you the lower deck. So down here you can see we've got a collection of doors. I'll take you this way first. This is the VIP cabin. There we go. That's like that. We've got a tiny bit of flicker there. I'm not doing that in real life. You know the drill by now. And then we've got the hatch up above, and we've also got access from here into the day heads. So you can see there's a door there from the passageway. This one takes you in nice size actually. We've got the shower over on that side, and we've got the sink and the loo over here. There we go. Not sure if I mentioned it, but this one is a 2020. This is a customer's boat. Just to give you an idea. There's a much smaller cabin here, like this. Some people will fit this out like a sort of walk-in wardrobe or whatever, but nonetheless you've got some pretty decent sized adult beds in there. That one of course will share the day heads. There are wardrobes tucked in places like this. Bit full of gear at the minute. It's an owner's boat, but that's where they are. There we are. And then we can cross over. That is that door to the day heads. So yeah, you can get to it that way as well. And this one then takes us into the owner's cabin. Here we go. Check that out. Cozy, isn't it? Like this wood. It's a very warm wood in this one. And I like the lighting. Little spots of light in places like this. Delicious, isn't it? We have got, this of course is all storage across in places like this, full of owner stuff. And we've got wardrobes here across like so. TV that rises out of here, so if you want a bit of telly for night time, you can have it. And then over here, shower is on that side, obviously the sink in the centre, and then we've got loo over on this side. We've got somebody else come on board and starting a tour from the sound of it. Let's head back on out. I think we've seen most of this, and we'll dodge around them and I'll show you around the outside and I'll show you the engines. Here we go. Hello there.
This is a larger,
no problem at all. There we are. Right, I think we've done this bit.
Well.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Just squeeze past you. Thank you so much.
Large.
There we go. I could have just followed her around and she would have told you everything. So this is out onto the side deck. Again, very Zeelander with all this beautiful curved stainless steel work. I'll tell you something interesting about this woodwork. You might look at this and think there's a lot of wood on the outside of this boat. You can see it here, you can see it on the bar, you can see it on the table, you can see it on this rail that's around here. And you can see it as well up here. And the interesting thing about this, let's take you in a little bit closer, I know you can see that, is that all of that wood isn't real. What you're seeing there is a composite material that's then hand painted. They have a lady who comes to the factory and she literally creates this like works of art. Now take you on the other side, you'll see it a bit better. And the idea of that is that it is maintenance free, because you can imagine how much work would be involved. Here we go, let me show you here. Try to get my shadow out of the way. Look at that. You'd never know. It's absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. So all we need to do is got like a clear coat over it. So every 5 years you top up the clear coat and you're about there. This one then is the anchor chain locker. We've also got mooring lines, that kind of thing in here, and the anchor winch itself down underneath there. There we are. And then here you can see that sliding roof from the outside. All the antenna up on the top. There's also Starlink up there, searchlight up there, and the satellite dome, and if we take a look at that satellite dome, let's see if I can take you in a bit closer to that. It's got the same wood finish on it. There we go. I've never seen a wooden satellite dome before, but of course, as mentioned, it's not real wood. There we go. See it here as well. It's fantastic. There we go. That's taken us around the outside. The last thing to talk about then is engines. If we go over here, I will demonstrate that to you. Right, let's have a go. So we have got access to the engines down through here for daily checks, but if you want to get to everything, then you can wind the transom back and you can lift the whole area right here. So tucked away down here, as you can see, we've now got tremendous access to this area, and you'll find a pair of Volvo Penta IPS 1350 engines. Now the interesting thing about these is the top speed, because this, with these engines, is a 40-knot boat. It is an absolute flying machine. Your cruising speed, therefore, is going to be around 28 knots, and that's going to give you about 450 nautical miles of range. In fact, you can drop the speed right back to 7 knots, sort of trawler speed if you like, and then you're up past 2,000 nautical miles of range. It's the usual deal. You run these at displacement speeds, you get a huge amount further because you're not lifting the boat out of the water. But yeah, that is quite the space, isn't it? We've got air conditioning down there. You can see generator tucked away down here as well. And if we spin on round the other way, we've got stabilisation on this side, so gyro stabiliser. And that is about the size of that. We'll get that one powered back down again. And that, my friends, is about the size of that. Massive thanks to Zeelander for organising that tour. Massive thanks as ever to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.